Hello guys, welcome to another episode in the Aion title guide series, and this time we are gonna be taking a look at the title Eulogist. For this title you have to be level 26 and you have to go to the Elton Fortress, talk to Valerius, and he will give you a quest called That Old Elyos Spirit. This is a spy quest, which means that you will have to wait for the rifts in Outland to appear. When they appear, you will see that they appeared by looking at these little blue icons on the map, and you can use any of these rifts to go into the opposing factions territory, which is what we're gonna do now. I am not exactly sure where which rift leads because they changed it around in the past few patches quite sometimes. It used to be linked to certain locations, and there were maps of the rifts, of the outcomes and incomes on Google. I think that there still are, but most of the maps are outdated, so you'll probably just have to try out for yourself and see which rift leads where. And for this you want to lead to you want to go to the Fortress of Sorrow in the Salintus Desert in Morheim. So you will have to go through one of the rifts in Eltnan and make your way to the Salintus Desert in the northwest of the territory. It dropped me out in a completely wrong spot, so I'm just gonna go back to Eltnan and try a different rift. Right, so in the past the rift in the Halabana Hot Springs, which I just got out of, that would have been the rift in the Leferis Citadel in Outland, this one down here, but it's not anymore apparently, so I'm gonna try that one and see where that brings me. Moheim Snowfield, now that's better. We can go from down here to the Fortress of Sorrow. So we are setting off after passing through the rift to find the Fortress of Sorrow and talk to Deputy Lamipedon up there. There is no guards, no NPCs to stand in your path, so you should not really die unless you happen to meet an Asmodean of a higher level or of a level equal to, and you lose the PvP, which is not actually very common because most of the people play on the fast track server, and the rifting is disabled on the fast track server, so you will most likely not find anyone, unfortunately, in the entire zone. These maps tend to be fairly deserted, so all you have to watch out for is King Conzirt, which is a hero grade boss that patrols around the Salintus Desert. It's this really big bird, and it's a pretty bad bird. He likes to kill people, and he will chase you and he will finish you off really fast, so watch out for him. There's also some guards around the execution ground of Dotras, but you can see them on the radar quite clearly soon enough to avoid them because they move in groups, as you can see, this little group. So if you see a group of red dots, it's guards and you should avoid them. You can see where the Fortress of Sorrow is by this indicator, this big monument. You will have to go through a lot of aggressive mobs here, but you don't need to care about them because they are only aggressive towards Asmodeans, and when you are in Elyos they are actually friendly towards you. As you can see, you cannot attack them because they are spirits of Elyos, Devas, that died here during the first expedition to Moheim. They just go. So just head up all the stairs, all the way up to the top of the fortress. Be careful not to fall down, because if you fall into this chasm, there is no way to get back up. You would have to use return and find the rift again, and go through the rift again, and the rifts are only open in certain hours of day, so you have to take that into consideration. So after talking to Deputy Lamipeden, you will get a quest called Respectful Deltras, and this quest rewards you with the title Eulogist. What you need to do for this quest is head back down to the execution ground of Deltras, which is the big monument in the middle of the desert. You can use your wings to glide down from the top of the fortress. Just make sure that you do not run out of flight time. You can drop and then reopen your wings again. So you just want to make your way back to the fortress, back to the execution ground of Deltras, and prepare this ether firecracker in your quest cube. Make sure again that you do not aggro any of the NPCs, any of the guards, and once you reach the execution ground of Deltras, you can use the firecracker and after paying respects to Deltras, you can return to the Elpnan fortress. You can see the guards are incoming from the back. I have to be careful so that they do not kill me. And after talking to Elyos in the Elpnan fortress, you will have successfully acquired the title Eulogist. Congratulations.